Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin building a mindset of abundance, not scarcity. Wealth is more than numbers in a bank account. It begins with a mindset. The most successful people think in terms of abundance rather than scarcity. They believe there is enough opportunity, enough money, enough success for everyone. This belief shapes how they act, how they collaborate, and how they take risks. A marketing expert named Alex used to hoard every idea, fearing others would copy him. But once he shifted to abundance thinking, he began to share, teach, and open doors. That generosity came back multiplied. Another story is from Sarah, who grew up poor and believed wealth was only for others. After reading success stories and working with mentors, she began to believe she was worthy of financial freedom. That belief led her to start investing, and her net worth grew tenfold in 5 years. Abundance is not just about having more. It's about believing more is possible and taking action from that place. Turning income into assets, not just expenses. One of the biggest shifts in building wealth is learning to convert income into assets. Instead of spending everything they earn, top performers use money to buy freedom. They invest in stocks, real estate, businesses, and skills that continue to pay over time. A software engineer named Brian earned a large bonus and considered buying a luxury car. Instead, he bought a rental property. 5 years later, that property was covering half his living expenses. Another story comes from Olivia, who built a side business using savings from her day job. That side business later replaced her full-time income. The wealthy don't just earn more. They move their money into vehicles that grow while they sleep. Every dollar becomes a worker, and the more assets they build, the more peace and power they gain. Learning the language of money has a language, and the most successful people learn to speak it fluently. They understand interest, cash flow, profit, debt, equity, and tax strategy. They don't leave money management to chance. A man named Jared began studying finance for 30 minutes a day. Just simple concepts on YouTube and books. Within a year, he knew how to read financial statements, manage his credit, and negotiate contracts. Another story comes from Leah, who used to ignore her debt. Once she faced it, made a budget, and learned how compound interest worked, she paid off $20,000 in 18 months. Understanding money removes fear. It gives you power. It helps you make smart choices and spot opportunities that others miss. The more you learn, the more you earn and keep. Using money to buy time and freedom. Top performers use money to buy their time back. They outsource chores, hire coaches, pay for services that save hours, and build businesses that run without their constant presence. They see time as their most valuable asset. A writer named Nolan hired a part-time assistant to handle emails and scheduling. That one move gave him 5 extra hours a week to create. His income doubled. Another story is from Priya, who built a team to run her e-commerce business. She no longer works daily in operations, but still earns monthly profits. She spends her time traveling, creating, and mentoring. Wealth is not just about status. It's about choice. When you use money to buy time, you gain freedom. And with that freedom, you can create, explore, and serve in deeper ways. Creating multiple streams of income relying on one source of income is risky. That's why top performers create multiple streams: investments, businesses, royalties, digital products, and speaking gigs. A teacher named Connor started selling lesson plans online. That income grew slowly, but now pays for his vacations. A real estate agent named Laura launched a YouTube channel teaching first-time buyers. Her channel brought in affiliate income and attracted more clients. These streams don't appear overnight. They're built one by one with patience. But over time, they create safety, flexibility, and peace of mind. If one stream slows down, the others keep flowing. It's not about working nonstop. It's about building smart systems that earn even when you rest. Investing in people, not just stocks, while stocks and real estate build wealth. Investing in relationships creates the richest returns. Successful people know that strong networks open doors, shorten learning curves, and multiply growth. A startup founder named Theo attends one mastermind each quarter. He says one good conversation can change his entire business. Another story is from Jasmine, who mentors younger professionals and builds deep trust with her clients. Her network consistently brings her new opportunities without cold outreach. Investing in people means showing up, adding value, keeping your word, and nurturing genuine connections. Over time, these relationships become an invisible asset, one that pays in insight, collaboration, and new paths to wealth. Avoiding lifestyle creep and living below your means as income grows, it's tempting to upgrade everything: cars, houses, gadgets, vacations. But smart wealth builders avoid lifestyle creep. They maintain a simple life while their net worth rises. A man named Dean lived in the same modest apartment for 5 years, even after his income tripled. He invested the difference and later bought his dream home in cash. Another story is from Carla, a designer who kept driving her old car even when she could afford luxury. That one decision allowed her to launch her own brand without debt. Living below your means is not about being cheap. It's about buying freedom first. It's the difference between looking rich and being rich. Understanding the power of compound growth, the magic of wealth lies in compound growth, the way small amounts, invested regularly, multiply over time. Successful people start early, stay consistent, and trust the process. A barista named Luis started investing $200 a month into index funds. He didn't stop, even when it felt slow. 10 years later, his portfolio was worth 6 figures. Another story is from Janelle, who reinvested her business profits instead of spending them. Her small online shop became a major brand through steady compounding. Compound growth requires patience, not brilliance. But those who respect its power end up ahead. Wealth is not about one big win. It's about steady wins that stack on top of each other. Avoiding debt traps and using credit wisely. Debt can destroy or empower. Top performers use debt with strategy, not for pleasure, but for leverage. They avoid high-interest consumer debt and use credit for investments, education, or scaling. A speaker named Amir used a business credit card to launch a course, then paid it off in months with sales. He built a strong credit score and gained financial flexibility. Another story is from Lucy, who fell into debt in her early 20s. She got help, built a payoff plan, and now teaches others to manage money. Credit is not the enemy. Poor money habits are. When you learn how credit works and use it wisely, it becomes a tool, not a trap. Redefining richness as impact and choice for top performers. Richness is not about luxury. It's about the power to live how they choose and to help others rise. A doctor named Daniel donates half of his consulting income to build clinics in poor regions. He calls it his real wealth. A writer named Maria defines success as being able to work from anywhere, spend afternoons with her kids, and help others build careers. Money gives you a voice, a platform, a choice, but only when it's managed with purpose. True wealth is about legacy, generosity, and alignment. When money matches your mission, life feels deeply rich in every way. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.